This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. What an absolute powerhouse Tuesday in the AI world. Three major players, OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic, all dropped significant new models, and honestly, each one brings something completely game-changing to the table. But let's start with the biggest story from the frontier today. Google DeepMind just released something that's got the entire AI community buzzing. It's called Genie 3, and it's their newest foundation world model. Now, if you're wondering what a world model is, think of it as AI that can generate interactive virtual worlds that you can actually play around with in real time. Here's what makes this so incredible. While the previous version, Genie 2, could only create these short 10 to 20-second simulations, Genie 3 can generate several full minutes of interactive 3D environments. We're talking 720p resolution at 24 frames per second, which is genuinely impressive quality. But the real kicker is something called promptable world events. You can literally change the generated world on the fly just by typing simple text commands. Now, what's absolutely fascinating about Genie 3 is its physical consistency over time. The researchers say they didn't explicitly program this capability. The model actually teaches itself how the world works by remembering what it generated before. This memory-driven approach gives Genie 3 what seems like an intuitive understanding of physical reality. There's this amazing example floating around social media showing the model creating incredibly realistic puddles of water that behave exactly like you'd expect them to. OpenAI researcher Stephen Heidel called this a real "see the AGI moment," and I think he's onto something here. This technology could completely transform how we train AI agents, helping them plan, explore, and improve through trial and error. Basically, the same kind of embodied learning that humans rely on every day. Even Elon Musk chimed in, saying, "This represents the future of video games." The demos that are going viral on social media are absolutely mind-blowing, and some of the best examples are racking up thousands of likes and shares. What makes this such a watershed moment for world models is that we're seeing AI develop a genuine understanding of physics and cause and effect relationships without being explicitly taught these concepts. It's learning the rules of reality just by observation and memory. Shifting gears to the other major announcements, OpenAI didn't want to be left out of the spotlight. They just dropped two open-source models that are packing a serious punch. There's the GPT OSS 120B, which can run on a single GPU, and a lighter 20 billion parameter version that can actually run locally on high-end consumer laptops. The really impressive part? That 120B version performs almost as well as OpenAI's O3 and O4 mini models across multiple benchmarks, but at a tiny fraction of the cost. This is particularly exciting for enterprises that are concerned about data security and don't want to rely on Chinese open-source models. Next up, Anthropic joined the party with their own announcement. They've rolled out Claude Opus 4.1, which is an incremental but significant upgrade to their Claude Opus 4 model. This new version is specifically designed to excel at multi-file code refactoring and can pinpoint exact corrections in large codebases without introducing new bugs. It's hitting an industry-leading 74.5% on something called the SWE Bench Verified Benchmark, which is basically the gold standard for measuring AI coding ability. Another interesting development comes from ElevenLabs, known primarily for their voice cloning technology. They just launched a new AI music generation tool, and here's why this matters. While their competitors like Suno and Udio are battling hefty lawsuits from the Recording Industry Association of America, ElevenLabs claims their tool won't give users legal headaches. They've actually inked licensing agreements with major music companies like Merlin Network and Cobalt Music Group. However, individual artists still have to actively opt in for their music to be used for AI training, which is a much more artist-friendly approach. In other news worth noting, OpenAI is reportedly in talks with investors about a share sale that would value the company at a staggering $500 billion. That's not a typo. $500 billion. Meanwhile, Elon Musk hinted that his AI company, xAI, could open source their Grok 2 model as early as next week. On the funding front, Clay, which is an AI sales automation startup, just announced they've raised $100 million at a $3.1 billion valuation. The AI industry continues to see massive investments flowing in from all directions. Looking at what's trending on social media today, there's been quite a bit of excitement around these new model releases. Roy Liu, who's the head of design at Cursor, shared a really helpful guide for developing design skills that anyone can use. The Gemini app now lets you create storybooks, which is getting some attention from creative users. And Sam Altman shared his vision for what he thinks is the next big thing: intelligent devices that can help you with anything you need, which might be a hint at the device OpenAI is reportedly building. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.